end our forum that will be discussing about the seminars that we have attended via Microsoft Teams. That is the video conference given by Ayah Abdul Rahman Bahasa, that is a founder and Chief Executive Officer of Recover Group Sendirian Berhad. And its title of this speaker is The Professionalism and Code of Ethics, the Sacred Code of a Registered Engineer. And the speaker number 2 from the seminar, Dr. Noazli bin Azmi, he is a senior lecturer in UTHM and a trainer award by NIOSH and HRTF Malaysia, where he explained with the title of An Engineer Real Life Story of Safety and Health. So today our forum will be attended by 3 panel from the 3rd year students from USAID. So we will be welcoming our panel today. So welcome our panel. So without further ado, let's begin our forum today by introducing our 3 panels. So our first panel is Mr. Mohammad Zaki Hakimi, the students from USAID of Engineering Electronics. And second panel is at the middle, Mohammad Syahmi bin Hamdan, also the 3rd year students of Electronic Engineering from USAID. And lastly, Mohammad Syafiq was as a same student. So for the introduction, so before we begin our question to our panel today, I would like to briefly introduce of our topic to be discussed today, the engineering profession. So engineering is a profession that has a decent effect to the society and environment. Engineering ethics is a part of essence of the engineering ethics. Ethics mostly is the principle accepted by society. That means the moral standards of human beings. Engineering ethics studies professional responsibilities and ethical decision making of engineers. So for today, title that we will be discussing the professionalism code of ethics, the sacred code of registered engineer. That is very important for every engineer. Moreover, code of ethics help the engineers to apply ethical principles to critical conditions. The poor ethical decision making of engineers lead to engineering failure, which will put at risk of human life and the environment. The engineers often face conditions in which they do not have enough data and cannot be completely certain that their design will never damage anyone or cause harmful change to the society, the public, or the environment. So the ethical decision and moral values of an engineer need to be considered because the vision of an engineer have a big impact to the society and also to their product, the body that they build and the service they offer. How safe they are to use the company and its shareholder who believes in the goodwill of the company and the law that they will abide, and also the job and the moral responsibilities and about how the environment gets affected. So, well, as you can see, there are a lot of cases coming from the bad decision making. It affects the safety and health of the public, society, and also the environment. For example, you can see in the world the Chernobyl incident, where it has caused a lot of death. This is caused by the miscommunication between the test engineer and the safety engineer department. Also, we can see in Malaysia the engineer cases of bad decision making. You can see in the Terengganu where the stadium collapses because the building is built without following the standard specification given. So today I will ask our panel today, first panel Mohammad Zaki, the first question from the student. So I would like you to explain about the using examples from speakers' own experience from the seminar that you have attended before. Explains how ethics play an important role in making decisions in engineering organization. Do I need to repeat?
No. Okay. From speaker experience, he is assigned to design uninterruptible power supply for the offshore platform in oil and gas industry. So, in order to create that power supply, he need to use battery bank. For the characteristic of that battery bank, it can release hydrogen gas, which is very flammable and can cause explosion if it's not handled properly. So, as an professional engineer, he must follow code of ethics to ensure the safety of environment and public. So, in designing the power supply, he provide a minimum capacity of battery bank, which release a little bit amount of hydrogen gas and low and high amount of power. Other than that, he also provide hydrogen gas detector, which is can detect hydrogen gas in an instant to give alert to other user. So that's all from me.
So thank you Mohammad Zaki Hakimi for the explanations on his opinion on how ethics play an important role in decision making of engineering organization. So I would like to ask the panel if they would like to add some information on this question.
Okay.
You would like to ask
Yes.
to add some information?
Yes, I want to add some information from the seminar that we have attended last week. So, from the speaker's experience on how ethics play an important role in making decisions in engineering.
Can you please raise your voice? Your students cannot hear your voice.
So, based on the speaker's experience, I'm here from the seminar. He, as an engineer, had to make sure that there is a ventilation system and to ensure that they are able to keep the battery bank in the room. So, in order to ensure that the ventilation system can work very well, it means that when there is hydrogen gas release, they can detect the hydrogen gas level and they can automatically remove the hydrogen gas. And as an engineer, he needs to make sure that he knows or he know very well about the circuit breaker, which means that he needs to know everything about the project that he joined or the project that he are responsible to take care of. Which means that based on the speaker's experience, he needs to know the characteristic of the battery bank, he needs to know the characteristic of the hydrogen gas, and also he needs to know how the ventilation system works. Based on the speaker's experience, this means that this is a good example on how ethics play an important role in making decisions or in engineering practices. That's all from me.
Thank you, Mohamad, for the information that stated that engineers should be professional engineers should know very well about their project or their product before being taken to the public or for Hamdan to explain on how safety and health issues are important to be considered in managing engineering project. So, can you explain that?
Okay, thank you from the MC about the question. So before I answer the question, I want to give a short briefing on what is the safety and health. Safety and health are two important elements in engineering profession, where a workplace safety and health program is a systematic plan to identify and control the hazards and respond to emergencies. And the program lists out the responsibility and also procedure to keeping keep our workplace to always be safe. And the main objective of this program is to maintain safety and health in all work and places. So why it is important? There is a law, and it is very mandatory, and the law of occupational safety and health Act 1994 for the employer to provide a safe workplace to their employees and also the other people. So I am going to answer the question from the MC. So what is important? The first reason why it is important is because it may reduce the lost time. If there is any incident occur at the workplace during the working hour, so the progress of the work will be may be suspended, or the workers need to stop their work, and this may be affected the progress of the project. And we can see very well, if there is no incident happen at the workplace, then the workers can focus or can continue doing their job without any burden or affected their working time. And the second reason why safety and health is very important, because it may reduce sick pay payments. And we can see if there is any incident happen at the workplace, the employer may need to pay or may need to give a fees to the hospital or to the clinic to treat their worker. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mohammad, for explaining.
Before the MC, can I add something? One point?
Oh,
Okay, thank you. So other benefits is to improve image of company, both in terms of employer and competent contractor. We all know that the quality of company name and also employer is safe. If the company put safety and health measurement number one in their working policies, and other people will also put high regard and high respect for the company and employer if the measurement is taken. So that's all.
Okay, thank you, Mohammad Syafiq and Mohammad Zaki for explanation on question 2. How safety and health issues are important to be considered in managing the engineering project. So, from their conclusion, from this question, that safety and health are very important. So we can control hazard and also respond to emergency quickly, as this will reduce the time that affect their project or their work. And this will also increase their productivity, and this will also increase the economic gain. Another benefit from Mohammad Zaki says before, it will also improve the image of our company. Okay, so that's all for the question 2. And the last question for today, I know you're all tired. Last question for today. So I would like to ask the last panel. So as to explain, what is the impact of professional engineering work environment, toward public and society.
Okay, thank you for the MC. Okay, as we know that the what engineer do will give the impact to the public, society, and environment. Okay, engineer will develop the transportation system that help to people to move easily. For example, the engineer build the car, LRT, computer, planes, train. Okay. Engineer also design the building that we live and work in the system that they deliver the water and electricity. Okay. The machine that produce the food and the medical equipment that keep us healthy. Depending upon your value system, you may not view all things that engineer do as benefiting people. For example, engineer design military equipment like missile, tank bomb, and the fighter airplane. Engineer also involved in the production of pesticide, cigarette, liquor, and asbestos. As the engineer, however, you can choose to work on the project that really gives positive impact to the public and society, such as cleaning up the environment, develop clean and efficient transportation system, finding new source of energy, elevating the world hunger problem. In the Quran say that wa ahsinu inna Allah yuhibbul muhsinin. In Surah An-Nahl, verse 128, and do good, for really Allah loves those who do good. Okay. For the environment, plays an important role in the healthy living of human being. It's matter because it is only home that human have, and it provide air, food, and other needs. The impact of professional engineer toward environment can be observed by reduce the air pollution. Engineer work on solution to issues like pollution reduction, energy consumption, and emission, water treatment, and waste management in an effort to properly manage and maintain the quality of our soil, water, and air. Related with Naqli and Aqli, the Holy Quran offers a completely integrated view of the universe where the human, soul, and environment, mind, the matter are all part of a living, continuous whole. Therefore, the assessment to life, a balanced, moderate, and eco-friendly life without causing any harm to nature. It says, for instance, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ استسقى موسى لقومه فقلنا اضرب بعصاك الحجر فانفجرت منه 12 عينا قد علم كل أناس مشربهم كلوا واشربوا من رزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين. And do not commit abuse on the earth, spreading corruption. In verse 216. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Mohammad Syafiq, for the explanation of the impact of professional engineering professional engineering work towards environment, general public, society. So, and also they also explained this question regarding to the integration with the Naqli. So I think it explains well for this question. So thank you for all our students answering the question. So we all know that engineering profession is a respected profession and has contributed to the development of many new technologies. We can already conclude based on the speaker and panels today that the ethical weakness such as mismanagement and negligence of safety issues play a crucial roles in occurring of engineering disasters, like I mentioned before. So therefore, the attention of engineering ethics should be reinforced force in this profession to uphold the dignity and the status of this profession. It is vital for us to understand before we graduating or after we become the professional engineer, the decision-making process and the motivational variables that influence ethical decisions when giving training to efficiently teach ethical awareness and ethical behavior, as their ethical plays a very important roles in the decision making. In my opinion, I truly believe that our value, principles, and ethics drive our decision as humans. So as we move up in a society, our decisions have a larger effect on the environment, society, as we are a part of. How we choose to define our ethics on a personal belief as well as an organizational level play an important role in shaping the future. So this is interesting because we also define ethics as the moral principles that manage our decision. Moral principles and ethics, they are based on what people perceive as right and wrong. So the decision we make impact society's values and the ethics we adopt based on the common morality of the day, drive the decisions we make. But as you travel too far and to the different country, you can see that the value differ greatly from culture to culture. So if you are engineer in Malaysia, there are different rules from the engineer in US or Japan. So depends on the culture, we need to change our meaning of the ethics and morals in the society at a place. So I think that's all for our forum today. And thank you very much for attending our forum and our panel. Thank you for coming today. So that's all for our forum. So I would like to present our panel today, some present for coming today.